Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we're going to design this website over here using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and GSAP. So here we can see that we have this video playing on the website based on our scroll. So in the beginning, this is how it will look when the page loads. And if you scroll down, we can see that the video plays, and also we have this text being displayed. And if you scroll down even more, the video plays even more, and we have another text displayed over here. And at the end, we have the last text displayed over here, and then it disappears. And then we have the end frame of the video, and we also have this video progress displayed at the top. So this is what we're going to design in this tutorial series. Now in this first video, we will just create the HTML and CSS files and add the basic design. And in the next video, we will add the functionality of the scroll based video play. So let's get started. Alright, so here I have created this folder called scroll video, and I have this folder called videos, in which I have this underwater.mp4 video, and you can use any video you want in this website. So let's go ahead and start with creating the necessary files. So let's create a new file called index.html. Let's create another file called style.css. Let's create one more file called main.js. Alright, let's start with the index.html file. Now in VS Code, you can just type exclamation and press tab, and you'll have this basic HTML5 code. And let's link our CSS file over here in the head section. And let's also link the JavaScript file over here. Alright, now let's start with the markup. So the first thing we will do is we'll create a div with a class of loader. Let's also give it an ID of loader. And here we need to add a text. So when we reload the page, we can see that we have this loading the descent text displayed over here. So let's add that text over here. So let's start loading the descent. All right, now let's create another div, and let's give it a class of progress. And let's also give it an ID of progress. And here we will display this progress bar that we see over here at the top. So let's go back, and now let's create another division with a class of hint. And let's also give it an ID. And let's tap scroll to descend. And here we can see this is the scroll to descend text. Right now, everything we have inside this website should be inside another division, because each of these text content should change based on the scroll position. So for that, let's go back and let's create a division with a class of scroll track. Let's give it an ID of track. And in this, let's go ahead and create a div with a class of stage. Now in this, let's create a video tag, and let's use the video. So let's tap videos underwater.mp4. Let's also give it an ID of width. Let's set it to muted and plays inline, and let's tap preload auto. Right now, let's go ahead and open this in our browser. So I have this extension called live server installed in VS Code. So once you install this, you can just right click in the HTML file and click on open with live server. So now we can see that the first frame of the video is being displayed over here. We also have these text displayed over here. Right now, let's go ahead and create the first set of text. So here we can see we have this eyebrow text, then we have this heading and this paragraph. So let's go back. Let's go outside this video tag. Let's create a division with the class of caption. For the first one, let's give it a class of active. And here let's create a div. Let's give it a class of eyebrow. And let's type surface. Let's create an h2 for the heading. Let's type everything begins in light. And after that, let's create a paragraph. Let's add the paragraph over here. So we have added the text. So if we go ahead and if we scroll down, we can see that the content is displayed over here. So that's basically it for the HTML for now. So let's go to the CSS and let's start styling this. Now here the first thing we will do is we'll target everything, and let's set the margin to 0, padding to 0, and box sizing, border box. Right now, let's target the body, and let's set the color of all the text to a variable. Let's create a variable called mist. So let's go up over here and let's type :root. Let's create the variable called mist, and let's give it a hex code of E8 ECF1. So now if you go back, we can see that the color of the text has changed. Right, now the next thing we will do is we will add some height to this scroll track. So let's tap scroll track. Let's set the height to 600 viewport height, and let's set the position to relative. And we need to set the position of the stage, which is inside the scroll track. So this is a stage. So we need to set the position of the stage to sticky. So let's tap stage. Let's set the position to sticky. Let's set the top position to 0 and height of 100 viewport height and width of 100%. Let's tap display of flex. Align items to the center and justify content to the center. Right now for the video, we need to set it as position absolute. So the video should stay at a fixed position. So let's go back and let's target the video. Let's tap position absolute, inset 0. Let's set the width to 100% and the height to 100%. Let's tap object fit, cover, and this is how it looks. Let's also add a filter. Let's set it to brightness 0.72 and saturate. Let's set it to 1.1. Right, now let's target the caption. So we have this division of the class of caption. In that we have this text content. So let's tap caption. Let's set the position to absolute. Let's tap inset 0. Z index, let's set it to 2 so that it's above the other elements. Let's set the display to flex. Flex direction to column. Align items to the center. Justify content to the center. Let's set the padding to 0, 7 viewport width. And now if you go back, this is how it looks. By default, we'll set the opacity to 0. And if the caption is active, so let's tap caption.active, then we will set the opacity to 1. And here we can see that we have already added this active class. So if we remove this, then the caption won't be displayed. So let's go back and also type pointer events to none so that we will not be able to interact with the text. Right, now let's target the eyebrow and let's type font family. Let's set it to Inter and sans serif. And we also need to get this font from Google Fonts. So let's go back. Right, so here I'm in fonts.google.com and let's search for Inter. Let's select the font. Let's click on get font. And we also need one more font for a serif font. Now for the serif font, let's get a font called Gelasio. And let's click on get font. So we have these two fonts. Let's go ahead and click on get embed code. Let's copy this code and let's add it to our HTML in the head section. Right, now let's go ahead and use the fonts. So here for the body, I'll just type font family, Gelasio, serif. And here we can see that the font has been added. So let's go back. And for the eyebrow, let's go ahead and type letter spacing. Let's set it to 0.42 em. Let's go ahead and set the font size to 0.72 rem. Let's type text transform, uppercase, and let's set the color of the text to var. Let's create a variable called glow. So here let's create a variable called glow. Let's set the hex code to 6FD3C7. Now let's add a margin bottom and let's set it to 1.1 rem. Right, now let's target the H2. So let's type caption H2. Font size, let's set it to clamp for responsive font size. Let's set it to 2 rem, 6 viewport width and 4.4 rem. Let's set the font weight to 400 and let's set the line height to 1.05. Let's also add a max width. So here let's tap caption. Let's set the max width to 86 viewport width. And this is how it looks. Let's go ahead and change this to all the elements inside caption. So let's do this. So now we can see that the position of the heading is correct. Let's go ahead and set the letter spacing to negative 0.01 em. Let's also add a text shadow. Let's set it to 0, 2 pixels, 40 pixels, RGBA, 0, 0, 0 and 0.8. Right, now let's target the paragraph. So let's tap caption P, and for the paragraph let's add a margin top of 1.2 rem. Let's set the font size to clamp 1 rem, 1.6 viewport width and 1.25 rem. let's go ahead and set the line height to 1.6, and let's also type color. Let's set the color of the paragraph to C3CC D6, and let's set the font style to italic. Now the next thing we need to do is we have this hint over here. So if you go back to the HTML, we can see that we have created this division with the class of hint, and in that we have this text scroll to descend. So let's style that. I'll just tap dot hint. Let's tap position fixed. Let's set the bottom position to 2 rem and left to 50%, and transform translate x to -50% to bring it to the exact center. And let's set the z index to 3. So here we can see we have scroll to descend. Let's also set the font family to inter sans serif, font size to 0.7 rem, letter spacing of 0.3 m, and text transform uppercase. Let's set the color to var mist, and let's set the opacity to 0.7. Right, now let's also create the progress bar. So this is the progress. So for that we have this division with the class of progress. So let's target that. I'll just tap dot progress. Let's set the position to fixed, top to 0, left to 0, height of 2 pixels, width of 35% for now. Let's add a background. Let's set it to var glow. Let's set the z index to 5, and let's also add a box shadow of 0, 0, 12 pixels, var glow. So here we can see this is the progress bar. Right, now the last thing we will do is we will remove this loading the descent text from here and bring it to the center. So when we reload, it is in the center. So let's do that. And for that we have this division of the class of loader. So let's target that. I'll just tap loader. Let's set the position to fixed. Let's set the inset to 0, z index. Let's set it to 10. Let's tap background, and let's set the color to 0A 0E14. Let's tap display of flex, align items to the center, justify content to the center. Font family, let's set it to inter sans serif, and let's set the letter spacing to 0.3 m. Let's tap text transform uppercase. Font size, let's set it to 0.8 rem. Let's set the opacity to 0.85. So this is how it looks. So this loader will be displayed till everything is being loaded, and after that it will disappear. So with that we have styled most of the things in our website. Now in the next video we will continue styling this and also add the functionality of playing the video on scroll. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts you can ask in the comments below, and if you like this video please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.